Donald Trump is panicking on Tuesday morning as the House of Representatives Oversight Committee voted for a deposition of Ghislaine Maxwell. Right as that vote was about to happen, Donald Trump ordered his Attorney General Pam Bondi and her Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who also happened to be Donald Trump's criminal defense attorney, to go and speak to Ghislaine Maxwell right away. So the sequence of events: Donald Trump trying to cover up the Epstein files. Then you have the House vote. Okay, let's at least take the deposition of Ghislaine Maxwell. Then Donald Trump has his former criminal defense lawyer, Todd Blanche, who he put in the Department of Justice for this very reason, Todd Blanche, saying, now I'm going to speak to Ghislaine Maxwell. I wonder what they're going to speak about, right? This is Operation Everything But Release the Epstein Files. I saw Carl Quintanilla make a post like that this morning, and other commentators saying that release the damn files. And now what? You're going to speak to Ghislaine and see what she knows and determine what? If you're going to issue a pardon to her or a retrial or try to silence her right now as the House of Representatives wants to speak to her. Now you want to speak to her? The FBI has the files. Okay, they have 300 gigabytes. Just release the files. But here's what Donald Trump was doing this morning as well. He was trying to take credit for the firing of Stephen Colbert. He says, Jimmy Kimmel, you're next. And then Fallon, I'm coming after you. So when Paramount and their new parent company, after the merger Skydance, they're like, oh, we had nothing to do with it. Oh, well, Donald Trump says the word is, and it's a strong word at that, Jimmy Kimmel is next to go in the untalented late night sweepstake. It's really good to see them go. And I hope that I had a major part in it. Do we see the fascism right here, folks? It's all on display this morning. Donald Trump trying to get comedians fired while ordering his Department of Justice to go for Ghislaine Maxwell, and see what she's going to say after Donald Trump ordered thousands of FBI agents to comb through the Epstein files, not to release it to we the people, but to flag every time Donald Trump's name is mentioned in it based on Donald Trump's deep connections with Jeffrey Epstein. It doesn't get more despicable than this, folks. So here, Donald Trump's Deputy Attorney General, former criminal defense attorney to Donald Trump in the case where Trump was convicted on 34 felony counts, Todd Blanche goes, justice demands courage. For the first time, the Department of Justice is reaching out to Ghislaine Maxwell to ask, what do you know? At Attorney General Pam Bondi's direction, I've contacted her counsel. I intend to meet with her soon. No one is above the law, and no lead is off limits. Or maybe it's because this morning, MAGA Republican Congressmember Tim Burchett posted a subpoena that the House would be sending to Ghislaine Maxwell, and the House panel voted to subpoena her. Maybe that's why you now want to speak to her, because Donald Trump says, see what she knows. You're his criminal defense attorney, literally the guy trying to protect Trump from criminal prosecution. Then Attorney General Pam Bondi writes, the Department of Justice does not shy away from the uncomfortable truths, nor from the responsibility to pursue justice wherever the facts may lead. The joint statement by the DOJ and FBI of July 6th remains as accurate today as it was written then, namely that in the recent thorough review of the files maintained by the FBI in the Epstein case, no evidence was uncovered that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. Trump has told us to release all credible evidence. Oh, so we're going to get the credible evidence from Trump, and it's going to be you who determines credibility? I mean, Donald Trump, a sexual abuser, a felon, a criminal, a fraud, he's now the arbiter of what constitutes the credible evidence when we know 14-year-old girls were brought to Mar-a-Lago by Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and then Epstein would say, you like this one? You like this one? As Virginia Giuffre, underage girl, became a towel girl at Mar-a-Lago and then was immediately sex trafficked by Epstein, who found her at Mar-a-Lago. Oh, you're going to be the arbiter of what is credible right now? Absolutely vile stuff right here, folks. Then Pam Bondi goes, if Ghislaine Maxwell has information about anyone who has committed crimes against victims, the FBI and the DOJ will hear what she has to say. The FBI and the DOJ will, sounds like a threat to me. I don't know how you, sounds like a threat to me. Oh, Ghislaine Maxwell, you're appealing your case to the Supreme Court right now based on a deal, a non-prosecution agreement entered by Donald Trump's former labor secretary, Alex Acosta, which said Epstein and his co-conspirators couldn't be prosecuted. Nice deal there. How do you want us to respond to it? By the way, folks, go back, 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now. This is exactly what I predicted would go down. Literally every step. It was Judd Lugham who goes, Operation Do Anything Except Release the Epstein Files. Now, MAGA Mike Johnson held a press conference. He's shutting down Congress right now. And remember what he said yesterday? He needs to give Trump the space, he said, in order to figure out what Trump's going to do. Those were MAGA Mike Johnson's direct words yesterday. I did a video about it earlier today where MAGA Mike says we need to give Trump space. Let him figure this out. Oh, the space to figure it out? What, now that we know that actually other MAGA Republicans were going to request the deposition of Ghislaine Maxwell, Trump needs the space to get to Ghislaine Maxwell with his FBI and DOJ. I wonder what that space was for. But here's the thing about MAGA Mike Johnson and how he's used by the Trump regime. MAGA Mike Johnson then gives the speech and he tries to act like he's a religious guy. I'm a religious man. We need to focus on the moral authority here. And this is about morals. This is about God, everybody. Just go right to religion. This is about God. So we need to figure out, we need to be helpful to the victims here. That's what this is all about. So MAGA Mike held a press conference this morning after shutting down Congress so that Trump could have his space to deal with Ghislaine. As he said yesterday, here MAGA Mike says, first, we can't be careless about the open release of, we can't be careless. What we're doing here is we're protecting the victims. You are victimizing the victims is what you're doing, idiot. Here, play this clip.
We protect the innocent. So we cannot be careless in an open release like that. You have to be very careful. The president himself has said that he wants maximum transparency and all credible evidence to be turned over to the American public so that everyone can make their own decisions. We're owed that. And we want any individual who has been involved in any way in the Epstein evils to be brought to justice as quickly as possible. And the law should be brought down upon their head.
And then here MAGA Mike Johnson goes, this is about moral authority. Oh, no, we're not delaying anything at all. We're doing what's best for the country. Here's what MAGA Mike says. And notice how he tries to invoke moral authority here. Here, play this clip.
No, but I as you all know, I speak to the president multiple times a day on a typical day, often, always. And what I know about the president's heart on this is that he agrees with everything I've said here today. He wants maximum transparency, but he's also very insistent that we do not subject people who have already been victims of unspeakable crimes to further public scrutiny. And it would be a very dangerous thing to put those people's names out or to do a release of information in a way that is haphazard where they could be easily unmasked. And so you have to be very careful about how you do that. I think we have a moral responsibility to do that. We have a moral responsibility to expose the evil of Epstein, and everybody was involved in that. Absolutely. And we're resolved to do it. But we also have an equal moral responsibility to protect the innocent. And that is a fine needle to thread. And we could all give ourselves easy political cover and come out and do something in a haphazard fashion, but I would not be able to sleep at night because I know our legal responsibility. I understand what the legal standard is, but more than that, the moral standard.
By the way, just tell you some other things that are going on this morning as well. FEMA's search and rescue chief from the urban search and rescue team just resigned moments ago after frustration about what we reported here. CNN reported at first how the urban search and rescue team was not activated for 72 hours after the flash floods in Texas. A guy by the name of Ken Pagarick, the head of FEMA's Urban Search and Rescue Branch, which runs the network of teams stationed across the country that can swiftly respond to natural disasters. He resigned. And remember the report, 72 hours, Urban Search and Rescue, they were ready to go. But based upon Kristi Noem, dog killer cosplaying Secretary of Homeland Security. She said any cost above $100,000 needed her signature. And obviously an urban search and rescue team costs more than $100,000. She didn't sign off on it for 72 hours. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, puts it, and this is how editors-in-chief across the nation should put it, Kristi Noem lied about this multiple times in press conferences and TV appearances. This confirms the 3-day delay was solely caused by her. It's an absurdity that the person who leaves government is this man, the guy who works for Urban Search and Rescue, who wanted to save lives, and lives could have been saved, and not Kristi Noem, an incompetent cosplaying ass traveling with her alleged lover, who's part of the Trump regime, as our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, puts it. Oh, and while all of this is going on, they have Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent just letting you know, don't worry, everybody, we're just a few weeks away from a deal. Trade deals are coming. Trump is the greatest. Trade deals are coming. Play this clip.
You've talked a lot about lots of deals in the works. When might we see those?
I think you're going to see him in the next couple of days, Maria. I was in the Oval with the president yesterday, and again, he's applied this maximum pressure strategy. He sent out this group of letters to our trading partners and said, congratulations, here's your rate, unless you want to come and negotiate. And again, no one creates leverage like President Trump. It brought our trading partners to the table in a very fulsome way. So we just got this Indonesian deal, which was incredible. And I saw the first draft of the deal, and we ended up with the 5th draft. And thanks to President Trump, it got better every time.
Dude, we're not stupid. You think we, the people, are stupid? Because that's why the Trump regime's approval is plummeting right now, okay? We know what you're going to do with Ghislaine Maxwell. Just release the files. We know why you want to meet before she gets deposed. Absolutely. We know what happened with the Urban Search and Rescue Team. We know Kristi Noem is responsible, and she has blood on her hands for a lot of deaths in Texas based on what she did. There's like 100 people still missing in the United States of America. We know that Donald Trump hasn't done trade deals with any country at all, and he's further and further weakening the United. We're aware of this. That's why Donald Trump's approval is plummeting. That's why this regime is detested right now here in the United States. We hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers.
The truth is more important than ever. Check out our new Truth Over Lies collection at store.meidastouch.com. All 100% USA union made.